Why the Naira keeps falling and what it means for Nigeria. That is what we want to dwell on today. So the Nigerian Naira has been on a downward trend for years. And for many Nigerians, this issue is personal because in Nigeria, you need your Naira to do your daily activities, you need it to buy things in the market. And when the Naira keeps falling, the value, the purchasing power keeps on dropping. So every time the Naira drops in value, the cost of living rises and money buys less and less in the market. But why is this happening? And more importantly, what does it mean for our daily lives? That is what we want to talk about today. So the first thing we need to understand is the basics of what determines the value of a currency. And for the Naira, like any other currency, derives its value from thrust, demand, and supply. This means when the demand for Naira is strong, it holds value. But when Nigerians and foreigners want dollars more than they want Naira, the Naira becomes weakened. And that is what we are experiencing in Nigeria because majority of individuals, they prefer to hold hard currency than to hold Naira. Businesses will need hard currency to import goods into the country. Students will need to pay for their foreign fees, which means they need hard currency. And the wealthy in Nigeria, they prefer to hold their assets in hard currency. What I mean by hard currency is the likes of dollars, euro, pound, and the like. So the real issue now is Nigeria is highly dependent on imports. It's an import dependent country, which means we need to import fuel, we need to import food, we need to import clothing, we need to import medicine, we need to import so many things. Even toothpick in Nigeria is being imported. So this continues to put pressure on the demand for foreign currency because in the international market you need foreign currency to trade. We don't trade with Naira in the international market. You need foreign currency like the US dollars, the pound sterling. So at the same time, our supply for foreign currency is weak in the country because how we're able to generate foreign currency basically in Nigeria is through oil revenue because we mostly export oil to generate forex, and in combination with what we need foreign currency for to import into the country, you can see that the demand and the supply, they are not in line. So since oil is our main means of foreign exchange and it has declined over the years because there is inconsistency, there is theft, there is underinvestment. Whenever there is a fluctuation in global price, it affects the value of foreign currency entering the country, and we still need to import because companies need to import to carry out their business activities. And majority of what we consume in Nigeria, we usually have one or two need for importing either the machinery or value added. We just need to import something to add value to whatever we are producing in Nigeria. So that made pressure to be high on our demand for foreign currency compared to we exporting. Most of Nigeria goods do not even hit the international market standard. So our level of export is low, which affects the demand and supply. So you can see that when there is more pressure on demand than supply, it will push the price up. So the Central Bank of Nigeria has tried various policies to stabilize the Naira. They've tried to reduce the demand for foreign currency and stabilize the Naira. For instance, in 2015, the CBN banned access to foreign exchange for over 40 imported items, one of which is also toothpick and even palm oil. But the goal was to force Nigeria to buy local because when you are unable to purchase goods in the foreign market, you have to go to our local producers to buy from them. But in reality, it sparked shortages and black market activities because it led to high prices. Why? When the CBN um, when the CBN is saying do not import this product, and there is no cushion effect, because I believe for you to ban importation, let there be enough supply in the local market to meet the demand. But now if the supply is low in comparison to the demand of of what is needed in the country, it will result in shortages, and shortages will lead to high prices. So in reality, it's a good idea to ban importation of some goods that can be produced in Nigeria, because when you ban such importation and they are being produced in Nigeria, it will create jobs in the country. But we can say it's a wrong timing because we do not have what to cushion the effect of how to match the demand with the supply, of how to match our supply with the demand in the country that can reduce shortages and price hike. So, the Central Bank of Nigeria, they've also tried maintaining multiple exchange rates in the country, but this policy often creates arbitrage, it creates corruption, and it creates black markets. That was the case up until 2023, when when President Tinubu tried to unify the exchange rates, and this also had its own shortcoming because it led to sharp initial devaluation of the Naira and made prices to spike in the country. But at the same time, what we need to do in the country is we need Nigerians generally, for the average Nigerian, we usually import goods, and since the unification of the currency led to higher prices, it means imported goods will cost more. It means there will be more inflation. It means rent will go up, food will become unaffordable, and the cost of transportation will also rise. This means that to save in Naira, it is a bit high in risk, and a lot of people are not willing to gamble that. So some people try to convert their Naira to hard currency like dollars, pounds, and even crypto, or physical goods like real estate. But in Nigeria, if you purchase some items and store it, in the next 1 2 years, the price of such item will have skyrocketed, and you even make more profit than storing your money in Naira that is losing value over the years. So the long-term solution we need in the country now is we need to produce more of what we consume, and we need to export more than just oil, more than just crude oil. We need to scale up our agricultural sector. Our agricultural sector has a lot of fertile land, and we have a huge labor force in the country. So we need to stop importing basic food items like rice and start expanding our agricultural sector like cocoa, ginger, and the rest, so we can earn more in the country. And this will raise our supply of foreign exchange in the market and reduce in comparison to the demand, which can help to control the value of Naira to other hard currency. We also need to fix our rural infrastructure. We need to invest in processing industry, provide farmers with modern tools and access to credit facilities so that we can boost our agricultural sector. Coming to tech as well, we need to invest in our tech, broadband, tech education, IP production, so that we can be able to attract foreign revenue into the country. In terms of entertainment, our Nollywood and Afrobeat, they're already going global. So Nigerian culture is in high demand. So we just need to invest more in our entertainment sector, our music, our movies, our fashion. They're influencing the world. So government can support them, and with the right export support system, probably like providing grants, tax relief, copyright enforcement, the industry will bring in billions of dollars into the country annually. Also for the manufacturing sector, now imagine where we have electronics, we have beauty products, we have cars that are made in Nigeria and they have hit global markets. So it's possible, and it will help to reduce dependency on raw materials, and we need to make long-term industrial policy work in the country. In reality, all of this, if they are put into reality, it will really help uh, the value of Naira. It takes time, yes, but we need policy discipline, and we need to be able to trust in our government so that the struggle for Naira can discontinue. So don't forget to like and subscribe to receive more interesting videos like this. Thank you.